Loose change for getting down. It's Friday and I'm on fire, and I know that I'll break your heart, and I'm sorry, I'm just so tired. These cars are just it, so won't you come?
K&A Custom Crafts on Facebook.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Coast to Coast Entertainment Network. I am Ace, and tonight I'm joined by my co-host for the evening. We have none other than Mr. Crispy Bacon. Crispy, how are you doing tonight, my man?
Doing good. I think we're all ready to go to the bank, money in the bank. But
Oh, wouldn't that be nice to actually have money in the bank? All right, anyway, all right, let's go ahead and go over to Mr. Mess Around Dave. Mess Around, how are you doing tonight, my man?
Acknowledge me.
Acknowledge me.
Oh, God.
All right, Christy, let me talk to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. How you doing tonight?
Doing good. Just ready to
Good
talk money
evening,
in the
Thomas.
bank
We
here.
hope you're having a good night. Huh? Sorry.
No, I just said I'm here and I'm ready to let's get started talking money in the bank, amongst other things.
Yeah, let's get ready to rumble here, folks.
Let's
Okay.
do it.
So we're here. We are ready to talk a little bit of money in the bank here, right? We're here.
Mhm.
It's money in the bank
Yes, we
time.
are.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to money in the. I think that there's going to be some very exciting matches coming up
Ooh.
at Money in the Bank.
Mhm.
So, Crispy, I'm going to turn this over to you. You go ahead and read out the first match for us, and then we'll go ahead and break it down and kind of give our predictions.
All right. The first match I got here, looking at is the ladder match for the men. You got Ricochet, Shinsuke Nakamura, LA Knight, Santos Escobar, Butch, Damian Priest, and Logan Paul. Yes, that is not a typo.
No, it's
Yeah,
not a
you're right.
typo.
That is not a typo.
No.
Well, anyways, we all know that, when LA Knight goes up to retrieve the briefcase, he's going to fall off, and then Swoggle's going to crawl out from underneath the ring and climb up the ladder and retrieve the briefcase.
Are we going to have a Carmella kind of situation there?
Carmella Ellsworth situation, that's what it sounds like.
Right? All right, so mess around. I'll go ahead and start out with you. Who is your predictions for the men's Money in the Bank?
Not Logan Paul.
Mm-mm. He's not
No,
my
Not
favorite.
Logan Paul.
No,
I
not
think
Logan
if
Paul.
they don't give to LA Knight, they're really
Yeah.
big time because he's so on fire right now.
He is.
But they always like throw you a swerve. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with LA Knight though. I want him to win.
That was my thinking. LA Knight. I'm still sticking with LA Knight. I think right now, I think LA Knight is too over with the crowd not to.
True. Very true.
That's why I truly feel like the best option right now is LA Knight. Now, I'm not saying that he's going to win because he's the best option. I'm just saying for how much over he is with the crowd, I think that WWE is going to jump on that opportunity to be like, yeah, LA Knight is on LA Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christy, I'll jump to you on this one. Who's your thinking for men's Money in the Bank?
Let me talk to you. Yeah, it's LA Knight. It just makes sense for him to have that briefcase because he's white hot right now, and you really want to strike while the iron is hot. Him having that briefcase just continues that momentum that he's had.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mind seeing Ricochet win, though.
What's up?
I wouldn't mind seeing Ricochet win, although he's not
I mean,
going.
that'd be cool too. Ricochet.
That would be,
Yeah.
it'd be
Look,
good.
If
I know
it's
people
Logan
want to
Paul,
say,
I'm throwing a fit if it's Logan Paul. I will be like, no! Just start throwing stuff.
Yeah. Just don't do the
No.
TV.
I won't.
the thing is though, is Logan Paul. Logan Paul is talented. He is.
He is.
Would Logan Paul be the best choice? No, absolutely not.
No.
But he is talented.
Yeah.
And I don't want to take that away from Logan Paul. If not LA Knight, I'm going to throw a dark horse in the ring here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to tell you, if not LA Knight, I'm going to go with Damian Priest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with Ricochet as my dark horse.
My top three are.
As your dark horse?
Yeah, Ricochet is my dark horse. So if LA Knight doesn't win, I want Ricochet
Okay.
to win because he deserves it so much.
If Finn beats Seth and Damian wins the briefcase, that could get really interesting.
Yeah,
That
because the whole thing with
You
Judgment
what?
Day is very interesting. If Finn beats Seth and if
Yeah.
Damian Priest wins the briefcase, oh Lord. I smell dissension in the Judgment Day. Because Finn better be looking over his shoulder like, huh?
Well, here's the thing. That's why in my mind, I keep thinking maybe that's why Damian Priest is going to win it. Not because Finn Balor's going to win it, because I do think that Seth Rollins is going to beat Finn. But I do think when it comes down to it, the dissension in the ranks might be because Damian Priest wins the briefcase, Finn Balor loses, and then Damian tells Finn, "Hey, I did the job that you couldn't do."
Ooh.
And
I'm not saying
and that's gonna piss Finn off. I can see it.
He's already mad.
And that's that.
Yeah, it's already angry.
Oh yeah, Finn
He's
would
already
get
attacked
really
Seth
really
twice.
mad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Finn would definitely get mad on that one for sure. So I guess we can move on to our next match. So Crispy Bacon, what's our next match for the evening?
Which will probably be the first match of the evening, but it'll be the women's ladder match. Zelina Vega, Becky Lynch, Zoe Stark, Bayley, Io Sky, and Trish Stratus.
Oh boy.
So we know that if they start out with the if they start out with the men's Money in the Bank, if that's the very first, I just want to throw this out there really quick and say, if the men's Money in the Bank is the first match on the card, then I'm saying you could potentially see a cash-in happen at Money in the Bank. If it is the first match on the card, you could potentially see it. But I know the last couple years, it's been last on the card. So therefore, we knew a cash-in wasn't going to happen because it was last on the card. But
last year there was a cash-in at Money.
Yeah, last year.
I think it was the first match.
Yeah, women's Money in the Bank ladder match was first, and then Liv Morgan cashed in on Ronda Rousey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was Liv who did that.
That was Liv.
I'm talking about on the men.
On the men's side?
Yeah, on the men's side, I feel like if the match goes first.
The cash in. I know.
Go ahead.
2016, when Jon Moxley, formerly Dean Ambrose, won Money in the Bank, and then maybe like an hour or so later, cashed in on Seth Rollins after Rollins beat Roman Reigns for the WWE Championship.
And that was the only night all three
Yeah.
members had the
Exact. That's the one I'm. Exactly.
So,
They haven't
Thomas,
had
really
one
quick, is
since.
saying. So Thomas is asking, does Roman lose the belt if the men's Money in the Bank is first?
It's possible,
no.
no.
No,
Especially
I think if
the. Oh, go ahead, Ace.
No, it's fine.
No, I was gonna say if Solo eats
Go
a
ahead.
pin in the Bloodline match that I think might be the main event, then there's no way you can cash in on Roman because he wasn't pinned or anything. If you plan to cash in on Roman, you got to make sure he is not able to fight back.
I don't think they're gonna do that. They're gonna let
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, they're gonna let him hold that stinking title for an eternity, maybe. I don't know. It feels like it.
If there's
For
going to be a
life.
cash in, it's going to be on Rollins. If there's a cash in,
Yeah, that's
have
what
to
I've been
Rollins.
hearing.
I don't think the cash will work.
No.
Or Finn wins and Priest wins the briefcase and then cashes in on Finn.
Oh boy. And then that's one way of getting Finn out of the Judgment Day. Hey, I have the title, you don't. I don't know.
That would be crazy.
Here's a good
But
one
going
from
back
Thomas.
to
If you want to do a cash in on Roman,
so
you have both
always
Usos
say Roman
super
with the-
kick him. There you go.
they could, right?
It could help.
So going to the women's side, Thomas says Io Sky, and that's kind of my thinking too. My thinking was Io Sky is going to win the briefcase. Mess around
Yeah,
on the women's side. Who's winning the briefcase?
Jeez. I like Io's guy too, but I want to see Trish win just because, for old time's sake.
she's never won Money in the Banks because it wasn't around when she was competing,
know,
so it would make
The
sense.
new title shot is what I'm saying.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, it was, but not for the women's side.
No. Okay. Me.
Who, me?
Oh, jeez.
It kind of broke in and out.
Yeah, it did.
Did you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
we
think-
can hear you, but you're
think
kind
you
of
said
breaking
me.
up a little bit. Okay.
I'm going Zelina. Yeah. I'm going Zelina.
Oh, my other girl.
Well,
I think she did good at
Backlash?
Backlash. Yeah.
did.
and I think that's
She's got momentum on her side.
yeah.
I'm going with Zelina too, even though Io Sky's my other choice. I think it would be cool for Zelina to have that briefcase. I mean, I hope if she gets it, she holds on to it longer than 1 hour or 24 hours because women cashing in as soon as they get the briefcase it's not as special as it used to be.
Carmella had the longest.
She did.
wait
I mean,
period.
at least
Money.
a month or two maybe would be nice.
I think they said 200.
Zelina holding
I think Carmella held it for 240 something days.
Yeah. I think she broke a record set by Edge, who had held it for slightly longer.
I think so too, and we lost.
Yeah,
Ace.
she broke. Yeah, I think he's having those technical issues, or you know what?
But I think that match should be interesting to see. I'm sure it's going to kick it off.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, it is.
Mm-hmm. Lately, it has been. Yeah.
While we wait for Ace to come back, if he does, we'll go to the third match.
Okay.
Cody Rhodes versus Dominic Mysterio.
No, I think this match should start the show off.
The build up to it is
get it over and done with.
yeah, but the build up has been okay. I think.
It's not been great.
Who do you think is going to win? Mess around.
Dom's gonna win. He's gonna pull off the upset.
Oh no.
Uh,
Cody.
There's nobody else, but Cody's gonna win this match.
Yeah, Cody's gonna win, and then I think Brock Lesnar's gonna be like, "Hello," and then try and break his arm again.
Awesome match.
Hmm.
who do you think is going to win that, Christy?
Cody.
Cody?
And then I
That's
think
what-
Brock Lesnar beats him up afterwards.
That's
You
what
think you're
Thomas.
done with me? You ain't done with me yet.
That's what Thomas is saying. He's thinking
Yeah, I
Cody's
think
going to win this
Cody.
match.
Cody. Exactly.
I think the build up right now to it has been better than what it has been.
I don't think so.
I'm
To
not
be
saying it's
honest.
going to be a good match, but
Well,
it might impress us. I don't know.
this just feels like an unbelievably random feud. I know the seeds for it were planted when Cody eliminated Dominic at the Rumble, but this just feels so random. I just really don't
Well-
care for it myself.
And then they showed that promo or the flashbacks and all that where
Mhm.
this basically started out as I think Rhea was getting her title
Mhm.
and then Cody interrupted or something. Somebody interrupted.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I think that's how it all started. But still, it's a random match.
Feels very
Uh,
random, yeah.
Thomas says Dirty Dom. Only as if Brock shows up.
I think Brock shows up after Cody wins. That's just me, though.
True. They could make this no
Brock
disqualification
can
match.
cost Cody's
They could.
match.
What was that, Dave?
I think Brock's gonna show up and cost Cody the match, and Dom's gonna win.
That could be.
I'm
We'll just have
sticking
to-
with I'm sticking with my theory. Cody wins and then Brock just beats him up.
So we have Seth Rollins, Finn Balor for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yikes.
Who wins? Christy?
God. This match has been like, what, 7 years in the making, pretty much? Since SummerSlam 2016? Yeah.
That was a good match, too.
That was
Oh.
good. Too bad Finn hurt his shoulder in that match. Oh, God. This is hard. Seth has been firing on all cylinders. I mean, I like Finn's change of character to this more angrier, more aggressive type person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say Seth retains. I'll just say Seth retains.
Mess around?
I like how Seth was like, finally, the old Finn Balor's back. It took you long enough or whatever. You know, he's finally back to what he was, and I hope they have the same outcome they had last time. I hope Finn wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I think Seth retains, and I don't know how, but I think Judgment Day is going to come out and say, Dominic, not Dominic, Finn, you disgraced the group pretty much, and now you're going to be
You're
kicked out because it's been a while that, we've heard rumors of Finn or somebody leaving,
Mm-hmm.
kicked out, and that could be one way
Right.
leaves the group.
Oh, good theory by Thomas here. Seth can get a fluke win, but then Finn attacks to keep the feud going. Could maybe lead to SummerSlam if that happens. But that's a month away after Money in the Bank.
Yeah, but in WWE, that's quick.
That is quick. I don't know. It's
That one's
possible.
that's probably going to be the match. Well, I won't say
Might
the
be.
match is evening, but it's going to be a close second
True.
because you got the Bloodline Civil War match, as they like to refer it. You got the
Yes.
Bloodline Roman and Solo
Rip off on the
Sikoa
Avengers Civil War. Jeez.
and the Usos. Who wins it? Mess around?
Cause you out and I'm out too. I love
Kick.
that.
That was so good. I don't know how many times I've replayed that. I've replayed the video on that. Like, I played like over and over and over again. Like, come on. I just want to say Jake kick him one more time.
I must have
Yeah.
watched that like 12 times.
I think I did too.
Me too.
Hey,
It was the best thing I've
you're
seen in a
out,
while.
and I'm out too.
And I'm out too. Kick.
Is it
Splat.
true? All this
What was
They're
that?
the ones.
I expect that from him, but not from you. Yeah, I think the Usos are gonna win because they are the greatest tag team ever. And Solo and Roman haven't really tagged a lot together, so. But I don't think
I think they only did it one time.
I don't think Roman's gonna take the pin though. They're gonna make him
No.
look
No.
strong. Gonna eat the pin.
They're gonna have Solo eat the pin. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, and I'm picking the Usos with Solo eating the pin, and it keeps Roman strong, and he hasn't been pinned in about
Since Baron
little
Corbin.
over
Yeah.
four,
It's
little over
2019.
yeah, since a little over 4 years ago. I think it was like December 2019 was the last time Roman got pinned in a match.
My dude, Baron Corbin pinned him.
True.
Thomas is saying Roman and Solo will get the win. I agree with that. Kinda. I mean,
Kind
I,
of.
I I feel like the bloodline will not the blood. It's confusing. I think the Usos.
The Rock's gonna come out and he's gonna be like, "What are you candy asses doing? Your family, you're not supposed to fight."
You jabronis.
Now, something that would have been interesting if it happened.
Mhm.
Rikishi's special guest referee.
Oh God.
I don't know.
Yeah,
He's got two of his sons on one side and one on the other.
I don't think they needed special guest referee for this match.
No.
No, they don't. But it'd be funny though.
It would be funny, but I doubt it'll happen.
Yeah, it's too far into it now. Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez for the women's tag team title. They dropped the NXT tag titles and now
Unified them.
Yeah. But this one can travel.
Unification stuff's just getting silly.
It is.
Like, I saw that and I'm like, really? Again? Come on.
Good.
But at least this one they have one belt and they can travel to NXT too.
Mm-hmm. They can.
And even NXT.
I think there was a team. I think there was an all-women tag team in NXT that is challenging Ronda and Shayna. I don't know who it was. I didn't watch that part.
You knew that when the match happened that they had no chance of beating Baszler and Rousey.
Yeah.
They were going to give them both titles. It just wasn't going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I would love to see Liv and Raquel take them.
Me too.
My girl.
I would too.
I don't think it's going to happen, though, because, they just got those titles and they really don't like to drop titles that quick when they once someone gets them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Liv and
Raquel never lost those. They had to vacate them because Liv had gotten injured. The match, of course, as we know, was in a match against Dave's other girl, Dakota Kai, whose injury was way worse, sadly.
Hey, nobody
compared. Chris Thomas is going to go Ronda and Shayna.
Armbar and with cocaine.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I still think Shayna's better off on her own. She's a badass on her own. She was NXT Women's Champion for a long time because she was a certified badass. There was Ronda's holding her back. I am going to say that until I'm blue in the face.
I want to see Shayna turn on Rousey so we get that Shayna Rousey match.
Exactly. That's what I want. I'm like, why don't you put her in the Kirifuda clutch there? Shayna, I know she's your friend, but
and we could because things could be working out right now, during the match, and then
and then something goes wrong.
And then Shayna can be like, you cost us the match.
I'm calling it right now. Shayna turned on Rousey and they lose the titles.
I can see that, yeah.
Please. I want it to happen.
I would like to see that.
Yeah.
And then
I want to see Shayna go on a tear on her own.
Yeah.
Or they could throw it to Swerve and Rousey could turn on Shayna.
I could see that too. Either way, I think one turns on the other.
Right, and it just ends this shenanigans right here.
And then our final match, which I think we all know the winner of this one, just based on matchup,
Yeah.
for the Intercontinental Championship,
Oh my
Gunther
God.
and Matt Riddle.
Gunther.
Dave, who
He
wins?
has.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Chrissy.
I'd said it is Dave's turn. I said Gunther.
We need to get Dragon Viper in here because he's the president of the Riddle fan club.
Yeah.
And then he's going to come in here and
see
say,
that Riddle
"Don't
win.
lie. No, I'm not."
Randy Orton is going to come out and help Riddle win.
There's been rumors of that. Something
I'm not
in that area.
Take it with a grain of salt.
Oh, I do, but
I'm still hoping. I'm dreaming. That's my guy, my favorite. I haven't seen him in since November.
Something like that, yeah.
It's been May of last year.
Mm-hmm. So he's been out for a little over a year.
He's gonna come out and hit an RKO out of nowhere on Gunther.
Yeah, but I've still heard that WWE wants Gunther to break the record of the Honky Tonk Man who had the longest Intercontinental title reign in company history. So, and I think if Gunther retains, he's probably likely going to break that record sometime in September of this year. And then then he'll lose the title, but I don't know to who, to be honest.
So what? That'd be Payback.
Right around Payback. Yeah, right around there.
He's gonna lose it to Tomas.
Hold on one moment.
I'm going with Gunther, sadly.
I'm gonna say Riddle wins. Randy's gonna come out and help him.
I could see that.
Wishful thinking.
Yeah. Let's see. Thomas is saying Ronda and Shayna, we're going to defeat Raquel.
Raquel and Raquel. Yeah. Oh, boo. Boo. Ronda sucks. She can't cut a promo.
That's what I was just gonna say. She's terrible on the mic. She needs a Paul.
She is so bad on the yes. As soon as Paul Heyman becomes an advocate again, then maybe he can take on Ronda Rousey as a client. Because she can't talk on the mic, and
it's so cringy.
I don't think she's that. It's so cringy. She mispronounces words or stumbles over her words.
Or she has to yell over the crowd.
Yeah, because the crowd's literally booing her out of the building, telling her to shut up.
Yeah. I heard that Triple H wants to revive the Survivor Series of NXT versus SmackDown versus
I've heard that.
Raw. What do you guys think?
2018. I like the idea. I mean, could you imagine? I mean, I don't know if this is going to happen with it. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Carmelo Hayes.
If he's still champ.
If Roman's still champ by then, and same with Seth, I think Carmelo Hayes he's probably going to be champion maybe into the new year, I think.
Or they're expecting.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say they're expecting call-ups after SummerSlam.
I'm thinking Braun Breaker might be one of them. You just have to watch the end of NXT, and I'm not going to spoil it for anybody.
And Carmelo, whatever.
Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah.
When he shoots, he don't miss.
Him.
Yeah. He was on Raw this past week, and I think that was
the
just
fact they had him lose. I was like, hey, he's the NXT champion. Have some respect.
And I think that they're just seeing what the reaction would be on the main roster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think he got a good reaction from the crowd. If they watch NXT, they probably are well aware of who he is.
Well, that guy's so talented. When he gets there, he's gonna go places.
Like I said before, when he shoots, he don't miss.
Right.
Thomas is saying we don't need NXT invading Survivor Series.
Oh, come on. I like the idea of it. It kind of mixes things up a little bit, makes it different, makes it interesting. And including NXT in this, I think, is part of it. I think it should do like 1 year with Survivor Series, have it be Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT, and then another year you do War Games.
You get those,
Mix it up a little bit. I mean, sounds like a fun thing to do.
you get those matches that you don't expect to see for years down the road.
Yeah.
Like Braun and Seth, that was a great match.
Oh, yeah, and Seth had to go to NXT to actually do that, but it was great to see him there, and the crowd just reacted so well to him. It's like welcoming back a conquering hero, pretty much, because he was the first ever NXT champion.
Braun's definitely going places too.
Yeah, he'll probably go to the main roster and begin his climb to where he could be either undisputed Universal Champion or World Heavyweight title, whichever brand he goes to.
I do agree with Thomas, though. They need to take it back to the traditional 5-on-5.
I think that's what they did with War Games was 5-on-5 in each War Games match, and it was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. So SmackDown's going to London, and there's going to be 2 championship matchups.
Ooh, boy.
You have the unified tag match on the men's side with KO and Sami Zayn versus Pretty Deadly.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Pretty Deadly. Jeez.
Can't stand those guys.
Yeah.
I swear I'm like, ugh. It's like too much.
I'm going.
I get my eyes.
Can you do me a favor? What the fuck?
I'm just saying I can see a title change with the tag matches.
No, I don't see that. I mean,
I hope not.
I don't
Not
like
right
how
now.
Sammy. Yeah, not right now. I don't like how Sammy and KO have been booked. To be honest, it's taking away that momentum they got when they won the titles at WrestleMania. I don't see them losing to Pretty Deadly in London. I don't.
And there's also rumors that KO and Sammy are going to defend against a revived tag team in DIY.
Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. Yeah, I've heard that. Ciampa came back. And he looked fantastic against The Miz. But then again, anyone who beats The Miz looks great anyway.
That was awesome. Miz thought he was good.
So cool. He comes back and I'm like,
he's like, my buddy's
that.
here. My buddy's here. And then he gets punched.
And then Ciampa's like, me, your buddy? I don't think so. He beats him up in a match. It was so good.
And then you got Asuka versus Charlotte Flair.
I don't like the sound of that one. Please don't sacrifice Asuka to Charlotte, please.
And I'm sure the winner of this will get Bianca Belair.
Probably.
Maybe at Money in the Bank, maybe at SummerSlam. I don't know, but whichever.
I don't know either. Dragon Vipers in the chat.
Charlotte can go back Charlotte can go back from whatever hole she crawled out from under.
You mean she can run back to Andrade, her husband?
Yeah, I can't stand it.
Yeah, they can go and I'm not gonna say what it is. Asuka teams have to be. Oh, I could see Bianca interference. It's possible. You know, this could be like Bianca's pissed that Charlotte kind of leapfrogged over her.
Hey.
Yeah.
To get the match against Asuka, so she's probably gonna take the anger out on Charlotte.
I made the line. Line started.
No, actually,
the Bianca should have gotten the rematch anyway, but you know, Charlotte being Charlotte, she did that.
Actually, the line started with your father. But...
Woo! All right.
Yeah.
If Bianca doesn't interfere, I'd be very sorry. I think we would be too Thomas if Bianca didn't interfere. It just wouldn't make sense if she didn't.
So, I'm looking at some headlines, and NXT is going to revive Underground.
Ooh, I heard about that. I was like, nice.
Underground is a match with no ropes. I'm thinking anything, I can't remember, but anything goes. but with no ropes.
No ropes. Yeah, they did this with Raw in 2020 with Shane McMahon hosting it.
Yeah,
And it
before
wasn't a
the
bad segment, but the thing about it is it's just Vince McMahon decided he hated it and just scrapped it.
Well, and also you gotta remember, pandemic. That could have been
yeah,
why,
no
too.
pandemic. That might have been, but
Well,
it looked
I'm
like
thinking,
fun. It was sort of like WWE's version of the movie Fight Club.
You know what's gonna happen?
we don't talk
Bianca
about.
Belair's gonna come out and she's gonna get herself put in the match and she's gonna win.
She's gonna whip somebody.
I'm going to NXT Underground. We'll have to see how that goes.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
And then I
wait.
think Gable Stevenson's has been helping train somebody.
Yeah, Eddie Thorpe, I think is his name. I saw a picture on Twitter, and I'm like, "Ooh, what's this?"
A former, or I guess a friend, teammate, whatever, of Gable.
Yeah, probably from his college or Olympic days, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But-
heard Gable Stevenson's probably gonna give the Olympics another go in Paris, so next year. So,
But it's
see
cool
what
to see
happens.
something revived.
Yeah,
WWE's creative on how they want to see the bloodline go, like the
I
direction.
just wanted to die.
I mean, it's a different direction, but
Definitely a different direction.
what else? We saw a return,
Mm-hmm.
I guess, in NXT,
Put him in the hallway.
kind of.
I'm trying to think who it is. But I didn't watch much of NXT. I just saw the main event.
Or should I say an entrance?
Oh,
Return
entrance.
entrance.
Oh yeah.
Look at Mandy Rose.
Yeah.
Do you
Look at
wanna
Mandy
know?
Rose. Oh,
No, it wasn't.
What?
Should we tell him?
I didn't watch
Okay.
NXT yet. Who was it?
Oh,
We won't.
Baron Corbin.
We won't
Lone
spoil
Wolf.
the match part, but
We won't spoil the match, but we'll tell you it was Baron Corbin, and he got his Lone Wolf gimmick back.
Nice. It's about time.
Yeah,
yeah.
it was cool.
He needs to get some Miracle Grow so he can grow the long hair back.
I think he's content with his bald head
Yeah.
because I think everyone online was giving him crap about, like, oh, look at his hair. It's like, why don't you just embrace your baldness? And he finally did.
Yeah, but
Yeah, he's going bald, yeah.
Yeah,
the long hair kind of gave it character, though.
it did.
I don't know.
I think even with the bald head, he can still pull off the character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody go back to my house. Somebody drink some wine that you can't afford.
Yeah, that promo was pretty good.
That was good.
Oh, dude, he tore Bella up in that promo.
Oh god.
I also liked where he's like, when I
But
was,
he had some good comebacks too, though. He held his own.
yeah,
Mhm.
I like the one where he's like, I think Carmelo was like, when you're 20-something years old, you're getting cut by the Cardinals.
Yeah. When you were 26, you were getting cut by the Cardinals.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting Corbin used to
I
be
don't
in
know
the
how that's
NFL
really
before he
cut
went to
down, though, 'cause
WWE. He was a teammate of Pat McAfee's with the
I don't
Colts.
see how that's really a burn on him, though, because at least he made it that far to get cut. Most people don't even get that far.
That's true.
True.
But
Yeah.
you know, I'm sure it still sucks for him because he probably wishes he at least played one season of in the NFL at least.
Well, I mean, Roman
Maybe
played
he
in
did.
NFL, Corbin played in
And the
NFL.
Yeah, The Rock, I
CFL.
think. Yeah, CFL,
Well-
Canadian Football League.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, yeah, there've been a good number of WWE superstars who have tried to make it in other sports before WWE took an interest in them. So, got
You
a lot of
remember
people in
Jaws?
Roman's family who have tried professional football.
What was that, Dave?
You remember that guy Draws, the one that used to puke on the football? He was part of the Heart Foundation.
Wait, what?
That was years ago. It was probably before your time.
I only know of one person who had played pro football, became part of the Hart family. And that's Natalia's father, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, which I didn't know about. I looked it up and I was just like, wait, Natalia's father used to play pro football? Whoa. Crazy.
I'm looking because I'm not sure either.
So, what do you want to talk about?
I'm
Why
sure
did they
London.
make Cody Rhodes quote "Cat in the Hat" in a promo against Dominic? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
It's like the freaking equivalent of Roman quoting Sylvester the Cat from Looney Tunes. Suffering succotash. That's stupid. It's like, geez, Vince McMahon or Triple H, whoever's in charge, why did you decide to read a Dr. Seuss book when writing this promo?
I wonder if creative's like, hey, Cody, I need you to read a couple Dr. Seuss books and give a quote out of one of them.
God.
That'd be great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh my God.
I bet that's how it came across.
Yeah, here we go. I found it, Chris. It's he
Okay.
pursued a career. Natalia's father, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, he played for both the Oakland Raiders and Cowboys and practices in preseason games.
Huh.
So he had tried to pursue a career in the NFL. It didn't work out for him.
The Anvil.
The Anvil. I can't do his laugh.
His laugh was, it was awesome.
Oh, his laugh was funny. I almost wondered if Natalia could do it, but I'm sure if she could try, but it probably would hurt her vocal cords.
Dragon Viper says, let's go back to Charlotte for a moment.
Okay.
I was driving, so I couldn't write. She reminds me of CM Punk, wins a lot of matches, loses one, leave for a while, and then comes back and expects top match title shots.
Here's the one thing she has never done. She's never dropped a pipe bomb promo.
Right.
She's never done that, so she's not like CM Punk in that regard.
Well, it's not like she doesn't deserve her shot. She is really talented and one of the best. She's the best female wrestler probably ever.
One of the absolute best.
Probably, yeah.
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 As much as I hate her, I will give her that. I mean, I can't take that away from her.
Well, I think part of the reason she's been leaving is, just not just for her mental health, that she wants to spend time with Andrade, who's her husband, and which I don't blame her for.
Well, she needs to do more talking with the creative team and see if they can't bring him back some way.
Yeah.
No, send her to AEW. I don't watch that anyway, so I'd be happy.
I'd rather she be Andrade's manager than be in the ring. Sorry if you send her to AEW, but then again, I don't think she'd like that.
I saw a Facebook post in the group where they're like, it's funny how people don't watch the AEW,
the product.
No, the premium live events or
the pay-per-views for AEW. Yeah.
Yeah, and one person's like, did you ever think it was because of money? And he's like, no.
I'm more than willing to spend $50 on an AEW pay-per-view. I've done it before, and they've all been really good. Like this past Sunday with their Forbidden Door was really good. Was great. I mean, there's 2 matches. I think the last 2 matches on the card are definitely ones people are still talking about. Is Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay for the IWGP US Heavyweight title. That went like 40 minutes. I mean, these two left it out there in the ring. They left it all out there in the ring. And then had Bryan Danielson or Daniel Bryan versus I'm going to butcher his first name, so I'm not even going to try. I'm going to call him his nickname, the Rainmaker, Okada.
Ironically. I was going to say, go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to mention during the match that Bryan fractured his forearm, and Brie, Brian's wife, posted on Instagram. So I was like, "Oh my God,
yeah,
that's a fracture." I'm sorry, that almost looks like a clean break.
Yeah, they're saying it's worse than what it is.
It's worse than he's expected to miss 6 to 8 weeks. I think it might be a little longer than that because they may have to surgically get in there and get that bone right back in its proper place.
No, I think it's kind of funny that they're doing these blind tag matches.
Yeah.
And
we already got one, and I'm like,
yeah.
this just is wrong.
Adam Cole and MJF.
MJF. Kill me.
Adam Cole, baby.
Adam Cole, bye.
Yeah,
And
and
I still and I keep thinking when AEW holds its big London pay-per-view called All In towards the end of August,
yeah,
that might be where MJF loses that championship to Adam Cole if Adam Cole is still in contention by that point.
yeah, they're trying to set up a singles match for the title, and one of the commentators was like, "No, you're actually going to be partners. Good luck with that."
It's Tony Schiavone.
Yeah.
And they both said saying, "Shut up, Schiavone!"
Shut up, Tony.
Yeah, pretty much. But
As much as I don't watch AEW, they do have a lot of good talent over there.
They do.
I mean, Darby Allin.
Love him.
He's probably one of my favorites.
He is cool. I like him. They
Yeah,
got a lot of really good women's talent there as well. So a lot
MJF's one of my favorites. I can't wait for him to go to WWE.
No. I'm almost thinking he signed a long-term contract with AEW. They just haven't said anything about it. They're very hush-hush on it. But they do have really good talent. They also got a lot of really good homegrown talent. Wardlow, yeah.
Brian Cage.
The Machine, Brian Cage. I like him.
Jericho.
Jericho.
And then
Sammy Guevara. A young up-and-coming talent like Sammy Guevara. And then you have
Malachi Black, who's WWE
Malachi Black, yep. You also had Brody. He's teamed up with Brody King, Buddy Matthews, who used to be Buddy Murphy, yep, and a young lady named Julia Hart formed this really cool, spooky faction called
then they got
Black, which is awesome.
What's his name? Claudio
Cesaro. He used to be
Cesaro, yeah.
Love him. He's part of the faction called Blackpool Combat Club.
That dude should have been a champ in WWE a long time ago. They totally got
he is currently the Ring of Honor World Champion.
Yeah, they kind of merged brands.
That's Tony Khan bought Ring of Honor, so because he was a big fan of the company and decided to buy it to keep it going and he's trying to get everything going. Like Samoa Joe's over there; he's the Ring of Honor World Television Champion.
They need better media coverage though for like.
Man, if that guy could have stayed healthy in WWE, he would have been champ.
True.
Yeah,
I agree.
And pretty quick when he moved over to AEW or Ring of Honor, whichever one.
Both.
Yeah. He was champion pretty quick.
Ring of Honor World Television Championship. He has not lost that title. He was TNT champion for a while. So he's held a title on both promotions.
And then they got my guy that used to be my favorite, CM Punk.
Yeah, he's now pretty much exclusively on AEW's newest. He's now exclusively on AEW's newest show, Collision, which is on Saturdays.
Mr. Cancer, locker room cancer guy.
Mr. Pipe, I'm still relevant because of a damn pipe bomb promo from over a decade ago.
He needs to take his ball and go home again.
Wish he could.
Well, I think his first night on Collision, he carried around, which I'm thinking was the dog collar.
No, I think it was the AEW. No, I think it was the AEW, a replica of the AEW World title.
Oh.
And then I think after he gave his opening promo, he looked in the camera and he said the name Max. I'm like, oh. That's the one thing you don't want CM Punk doing is sniffing around on the world title scene. I just don't think it's a good idea, especially if you want Adam Cole to be the one to dethrone MJF. You can't have Punk sniffing around looking for his opportunity to steal that opportunity away from him. That's not fair.
As long as it's not the cowboy guy.
Hangman Adam Page?
Yeah, I don't like that guy.
I don't mind him.
He's okay. He's not. I just don't feel like he's big title guy. He's
he was the champion at one point.
Yeah, well, I know he was, but I felt like he shouldn't have gotten it. He like more of a
good comment by Thomas here. We're supposed to think that the AEW World title's in the bag. Could be that, or it could have been the two dog collars from that dog collar match of Revolution
That's what I was thinking.
2022 when he and MJF had that that dog collar match.
That was
I
wicked.
just was like, whoa. Like, this is
That was
even more brutal than Brody Lee, or formerly Luke Harper, versus Cody Rhodes. That was crazy. This was insane.
It was pretty good.
Oh, I loved it. I don't know. I was something about it. I was just like, can I have some more, please? Can you two keep hurting each other a little more, please? Oh, Lord.
So we're getting close to the end of the show. Before we head out, everybody's final thoughts. Christy, start us off.
Just looking forward to Money in the Bank. I'm interested to see how it goes, see if any of us are right in our predictions and everything. So it should be fun, especially with it being in London. I think it should be pretty cool.
I think it'll be cool too. It's been a while since a event like this has been in London. So
yeah.
Dave, what's your final thoughts?
Nobody could be as cool as Brock Lesnar with the boombox Money in the Bank case.
That was too funny.
That was the best thing ever.
That was funny.
I just hope we get some unexpected things that we didn't see coming. We haven't had that in a while, and
twists and turns. Yep.
We need to see something like that to get. Not that Triple H has done a bad job, because he hasn't, but something that would just get everybody go, "Wow, I didn't see that coming." We need something like that.
We do.
Right.
And then Vince needs to keep his greasy, dirty hands off this pay-per-view. Let Triple H do his thing. Give him a chance.
I agree. I hope so. But with that, thanks everyone for watching, tuning in. We'll be back next week to recap all things wrestling, including Money in the Bank. Who is your next Miss Money in the Bank and Mr. Money in the Bank? And will we have new champions? We'll find out next week. So with that, hope everybody has a great evening and great rest of your week, and we'll see you guys next week.
Later.